Good morning from Washington, D.C.
We're MADison and iVEN, and this is week 3 of the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Week 1 was the opening ceremonies with music and a blossom-themed scavenger hunt through some Smithsonian museums.
Week 2, we saw the blossoms at peak bloom, flight kites poorly at the Blossom Kite Festival, and saw a giant zebra kite take over the Washington Monument.
And this week, we will start off by getting a taste of the Cherry Blossom Festival, eating festival-themed food and drinks from local restaurants, pedal boating through Tidal Basin, and getting to see all the blossoms from the water.
Well, hopefully. We tried twice last week, and both times the boats were closed because of wind. But third time's the charm.
And lastly, we are heading to the wharf for Bloomaroo, complete with a cherry blossom boat parade on the river and a fireworks show. To start off, we are heading to Call Your Mother, one of the most happening DC foodie spots. They're known for their delicious bagels, and we're gonna try out their pink raspberry guava cream cheese in honor of the Cherry Blossom Festival. Even their building is pink and spring themed. Oh my gosh. This cream cheese is spectacular. This is so good. Biting into this, I'm realizing I don't think I've ever had a good bagel before. And the bagel has just the right amount of sweetness. But oh my gosh, this cream cheese. I was reading that some of the foods that people put together for the Cherry Blossom Festival just end up being something like just a little bit of pink dye or a little bit of pink, whatever. But this, they have just like given it such a delicious springtime flavor. And I mean, it's beautiful and pink, but it just tastes like so rich, perfectly sweet. Perfecto.
We walked to Cafe Georgetown, where they have a cherry blossom latte.
I'm so excited to try it out. Just look how cute it is with actual little cherry blossoms on it, and this design and the pink foam. Whoa. Wow. When we were in Japan, they had a Sakura Frappuccino at Starbucks, and it tasted like strawberry milk. I mean, it was really good, but it wasn't coffee. So I kind of thought that was what this was going to be, but this is actually really tasty. It is sweet, but it is like also very rich and flavorful, and like it is coffee underneath. The foam is pink, but the underneath it is actually like a real latte. This was $7.50. This is like way more than we ever spend on coffee drinks, but it is actually really delicious. Like I was thinking it was going to be $7.50 just for a gimmick, but it's at least it's a really good latte. Kind of sweet, a little fruity, florally, delicious.
Apprehensive. Hot take. Flowers don't add anything, but it's a good coffee. I think the coffee underneath the shenanigans is quite delicious. And I do appreciate that this isn't like a sugary milk beverage, because the coffee flavor comes through strong, and it is a strong, like a darker roast coffee as well, so it's got a heavy body. But yeah, the flowers are just taking stuff away from me.
Okay, we just made it to Tidal Basin, and I'm feeling really good about the third time being, we ran into a cherry blossom tree. About the third time being the charm, because I see boats on the water this time. I do not feel any wind. I think we're gonna get this. I think it's gonna happen. So just kind of show you guys, if you watched last week's video, it was peak bloom, and the trees are still beautiful, but it definitely is like a little bit less blooming. Some of the leaves are starting to turn green, whereas last week it was all just white and pink.
But I like the greenery. It's like a different side of the Cherry Blossom Festival as well. Like the start of spring and everything really coming back to life.
Yeah, it is. It's actually really fun. I was kind of wondering, like, it's a 4-week thing, but peak bloom is like week 2. That seems a little crazy. But no, it is actually really cool to see them at all their stages. So let's go see them from the water, hopefully. Let's go see if we can get in. Okay, we're walking that way now, and I can see a massive line. This is kind of gonna be insane. This line is absolutely crazy. Whew, it's a liney day today. This is insane. This is the craziest line I have ever seen. I think this is the end of the line. We should have timed it. How long do you think we're going to go tomorrow?
Not long, 15 minutes?
Yeah, not too bad.
We were keeping busy. Unpacking the bag, and packing the bag up,
And?
unpacking the bag, and packing it back up,
And then?
unpacking the bag, and almost dropping everything in the ocean, in the basin, and then packing it again. All right.
Come on, you gotta step in strong. Step in strong. Yep.
Thank you.
Alright.
Woo. Oh, I see. Being romantic. Okay. This is awesome. Our DC moment. Woohoo!
Feeling it.
Yeah. Can't believe it finally is happening. We are finally pedal boating in Tidal Basin. I feel like
Zigzagging through Tidal Basin.
we're living in a postcard right now. This is the life. This is so picturesque. Here it is. Jefferson Memorial. Good work, kid.
We made it. Crossed the basin. Well, this is thirsty work.
This is amazing. Such a cool perspective. I'm so excited. This is like my 4th trip to DC, and this is something that I've always wanted to do.
Tokyo Drift. We're not going the direction we're paddling. No, I'm already out of breath.
Now where are you taking us, steerer?
We gotta make sure we don't hit these guys. Yeah, that's where the densest cherry blossoms are. Over there.
Get us.
You are the captain now.
Oh, I'm the captain now. Whew, my legs are a little tired.
Okay, time to shoot the spinnaker.
This is such a cool way though. I mean, week 3, we've seen some cherry blossoms and we've seen them looking incredible, but it is really cool to see them and just DC overall from this perspective.
And cool planes flying by.
Yeah. It's cool too because the Cherry Blossom Festival is so crowded. Even now it's still so crowded. And it's kind of fun to like get the chance to kind of admire them, admire the monuments, but away from the crowd. As long as the line was that we waited, and there are no boats anywhere near us right now. Which I love. It's really fun.
Could I use a motor? Absolutely. But it's still fun.
Cherry blossoms. This is awesome. Siri or autocorrect always corrects when I type awesome in a text message. It corrects it to awesomeness, which I am never trying to say. That's awesomeness. It's not what I'm going for. Like, you have to wait in line to get out here, but it really is the perfect way to experience the cherry blossoms away from the crazy crowds on shore. And the line was not that long. Like
It moves fast.
It was very long, but it moved very quickly.
Hey, we're actually gonna make it all the way around Tidal Basin. My knees, they are locked up. That was such a workout. Finally got our Washington, D.C. postcard moment. When I've thought about Washington, D.C., like when you think about like the picture in your mind, to me, it's like monuments, it's Tidal Basin, it's cherry blossoms, and like it's being out in the boat in the middle of it all. Yeah, that was just really cool to finally live that out. Just once.
And now, I don't know that we're gonna be able to see it, but we saw this artist last week. We've shown you him a couple times in last week's video, who paints cool paintings of Tidal Basin, and then he'll paint you in there. So we're just looking to see if he's here, and if he has anything awesome going on, and if we want to buy one. We'll see.
Let's come together.
This painting is made by Justin Pyles. He's a local artist who posts up in Tidal Basin during the Cherry Blossom Festival and just paints these beautiful paintings, and then he'll actually paint you into his paintings. So that's what we did. That's me and MADison in front of the Jefferson Memorial with all the cherry blossoms around us.
Look at these guys.
He added a little handsome to me too.
You do look good.
I love it.
That's so awesome.
MADison and I posed for this painting, and we stood there looking longingly into each other's eyes for over 30 minutes. And it is hard, grueling work, okay? Models.
Especially after Paddleboat.
Yeah, my knees were shaking.
Let's come together.
Yeah, let's go. Whoa.
Yes. I like it how because the other people are blurry, it kind of throws the focus on you.
Excellent.
So, yeah, thank you.
So now we are here at the Wharf for the final festivities of the day of today's MADventure. There's going to be fireworks, and right now there's just this crazy festival going on. It is honestly very crowded. Definitely the most crowded I've ever seen it here. And but it's beautiful. There's pink lights in the trees. There's flowers everywhere as decoration. iVEN is walking very carefully, trying not to get paint on anybody or burn the painting. Live music I can hear from a distance. Yeah, pretty cool.
We made it just in time for the boat parade.
That boat parade was so freaking cute. Now we're over here jamming to some live music and waiting for the fireworks.
Watching fireworks over the Potomac River is epic. This whole day has fulfilled so many of my DC dreams. Thank you so much for coming along for this MADventure. Please like and subscribe. Join us on the next one for the final weekend of the Cherry Blossom Festival, complete with a huge parade and Japanese street festival. And until then, live your own MADventure.